Yeah, man, my lad, man. I soon forward. I'm just going to talk to them people real quick. Real quick and forward. Zane? Alright, big up yourself. My side, I decided to do it.
Hello. Hello. Look here, man.
I went against my whole will. The people them influence me. The people them hold gun on my head and say, yo, Kemar, you have to start your vlog. Well, see there, I hope them same people are the same one them will come like, share and subscribe. Hello, my name is Kemar and welcome to Kem's Corner. So, my side, I'm in China as a student, an international student. So the first time I came to China actually was in 2017. A lot of folks didn't know this, but I came here as a part of an 8-member delegation sent from my political party, and we were guests of the state of China, People's Republic of China. Big leagues thing. Don't question it. Big leagues thing. But anyways, it was a very good trip. Like, it opened my eyes to a lot of things that you would not necessarily know about, especially coming from the West, and you know how Western media is regarding China and that kind of thing. So what we saw here as a part of that delegation kind of influenced me to accept a scholarship to come and study. So here I am in 2018. Boarded a plane, landed in Guangzhou, and then had to connect to Wuhan, Hubei province. When I got out of that plane and, you know, do all of them kind of checks and stuff, got into a cab, I showed the taxi driver the address. I'm going to Hua Zhongsifandasui, which is Central China Normal University in Wuhan. So the person said, all right, yeah, me know, albeit in Chinese. Me no know no Chinese yet. So he was like, Jidao. All right, so we start drive. Like, I had 3 suitcases. 3 big suitcases, a carry-on, and a knapsack with all of my important stuff and them. So we load them there in the place, in the car, and then the man start to drive. When we got to the school, I did not even know it was the school. I had to pull up a picture that I had saved because I was doing my research, of course. So I pull up a picture and I'm like, all right, at the school, that cool, me reach. Wow, me reach. Anyways, him couldn't go inside of the school to let me off. Why him couldn't go inside of the school? The taxi man wasn't a registered taxi man. The man tricked me, the man duped me. So when him can't go into the school now, him look on and him go, so, 3. I say, what 3 mean? Him say 300 kwai. I say, backside already, like, me just land and me I spend money already like this, 300 kwai. So anyways, me give it. The man let out me, me bag them on the roadside, like in the middle of the road, because him cannot go inside of the school, Zane. And me I look on it and me I say then, hold on there. This me left me yard come from experience. But anyways, this was totally different than the first time I got here because we were chauffeur driven everywhere we were going. Catered to. 4-star, 5-star hotels. Them kind of thing there. Now, I would be naive to say that I was going to expect that kind of treatment again. But it was a completely, totally different scenario. Anyways, go some me I talk to, well, you hear me about talk to, because I don't know the Chinese yet. So I beckoned to a security guard who was at the front gate. And I was trying to get my translator app to work, Google Translate. Now, mark you, SIM card won't work from the Western world. No Wi-Fi as yet. So the little things that I had saved, you know, like offline translation, just in case there's an emergency, those were not popping up. So may I feel make gestures and all that kind of thing until I finally remembered that I had the address. So I pointed to the address and he was like, jelly. That's what he was saying in Chinese. It's later on I get to understand what jelly is. but he was pointing to the spot, like, it's right here, yes, so, would they right, yes, so. So I quickly started to understand, and I'm like, okay, fine, but where? Where? Anyways, a lady rode up on a bike, spoke little English. She had her phone, so she started to speak into the phone so that I could see what's happening, and then I spoke into the phone so that she could see what's happening. So anyways, we cleared that up. She pointed to a direction. I started walking to that direction. Left my bags where the security guard guy was, in his guard room. Started to go up to the direction where the lady pointed. So then I go and build me a walk. Can't find a headway because it was a hill. Anyways, at this point, I stopped. I literally stopped. And I looked up to the heavens. And I'm like, God, at this you really send me come to China for? Like, I know say you make all things possible. And I know say you now go bring me so far and leave me hanging like this. God, you can't embarrass me like this. You can't embarrass. That was just me talking to God. Zane. So I just get fed up, turned back, went to the guard room, and at this point, my face was flushed. Now, this is a hot summer day. A very hot summer day. And I just start bawl. Like, I left my picnic yard, I left my mother, my father, my brother, them, my grandmother, all of my other family members, them, friends, loved ones, a job, a stable job at that. And if you come here, if you can't even find which part me I go. Like, I cried. This big old man stood up in the middle of nowhere, tears running down his face, like I could not believe it. There's no one I could call because the SIM card is not working. I couldn't get online to anywhere internet-wise because obviously I don't have any Wi-Fi password for the people in Wi-Fi. I was just despondent. I was in despair. I couldn't do nothing. Zane. Anyways, I sat in the guard room and I started looking through my documents. And eye water still a roll out of my eye. And I looked up and there was a guy, an African guy from Togo, who came to me and he started to ask me what's happening. I'm like, bro, I do not know what's going on. I just came here. You can see my bags. I just came from the airport. I'm supposed to go to the office to register. I don't know where to find that. And he was like, yo, let's go. I got you. And that guy took me to the office, got me registered, brought me back down to the front gate, picked up my bags, lowered them onto another taxi, which was now eligible to enter the school, one of those yellow cabs, and brought my bags up to the international college. And then from there, I just started to settle in. It was an experience. It was most dreadful. You're leaving the comfort of your home, your home country, coming to this distant land, albeit, like I said, it wasn't the first time. It wasn't my first time in China. But the experience was different from what I had experienced in 2017. Being a part of a high-level delegation, being chauffeur-driven, wherever we wanted to go, sightseeing and all that kind of thing. We were never alone. We always had a guide, a Chinese guide with us. But the second time around, I've always heard the saying, a fish out of water. That was me. I didn't know where I belonged. I didn't know where I was supposed to go. At one point, I felt like I was losing my mind because I am saying to myself, listen, you left from your comfortable place and come into this place and I suffer like this. But then something reminded me that ships were never made to stay in the harbor or on the pier. They were meant to go out into the world, into the wider ocean, and do what it is supposed to do. So that has been my journey coming to China. All right. Now, remember, like, share, and subscribe.